TimeShot, yes, TimeShot. I'm in the place where my friends are, and I know together we'll go far. Yeah, TimeShot, yes, TimeShot. And I'm still doing things the TimeShot way.
Hello, people. It's Poet, and we're back on TimeShot. I might have to actually just put this bed down and sleep. I hate crossing the desert in the middle of the night. It's the most annoying, irritating thing. I'd love to light up this pathway better somehow, some way, just to keep the mobs off of you. But you'd have to really light it up for, like, I don't know, 100 blocks almost in every direction, and that seems a bit of a waste. Waste of resources, waste of time, so on and so forth. Today, I kind of have to prep for my stream. It's funny, the way that this is going to work, because today is my usual stream day. I stream to YouTube and Beam Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. And today I decided that I was going to stream some TimeShot. I love getting a TimeShot stream in once a week. I like getting a dinosaur stream in once a week, and then usually Wednesday or so I kind of sit there and think, what else can I stream? Either it's going to be something like Overwatch or Subnautica, or actually that's really, I mean, I don't have all that many games installed that I would probably feel comfortable streaming, but anyway, today I am probably going to be streaming TimeShot. And so it's sort of funny in that here I am, I'm recording this episode today, and if all goes well, I'll be releasing it today. That's how I roll. I record and post. I record, edit, upload, post, all that same day. That's just how I work. It's how I've always worked for, well, not always, but for a long time. Since I quit my day job, basically. That's how I've been working. And so I might get a TimeShot episode out today. Like I said, if everything goes well, that's how it usually works. However, I'm also going to be streaming TimeShot today. And so basically this episode will post after my stream. Guaranteed. So it's sort of, the stream will sort of have things that are going to appear in this episode that, well, the stream will be more advanced than this episode, is what I'm saying, is what I'm trying to spit out. Is that things you see on the stream will happen after they've been done in this episode. So anything I do now won't be seen until the stream, and then the stream will kind of spoil it. That's fine. I'm not going to work on anything too much. Like I said, I'm just kind of prepping for my stream. So I might go get some quartz. I might go mine some sand up, because I need a ton of sand. And I don't really have a topic to really chat about today. I was sort of curious about Twitch recently. Don't get any ideas. I mean, I am a Beam partner. I love Beam. That's kind of where I'm going to stay. All right? But the thing that caught my eye, the thing that makes it interesting, is that I think Edson was streaming the other day, and he was sort of mentioning this to his people in his chat, because a lot of them were saying, you know, oh, what's Beam? I've never even heard of Beam. And because he said, he was talking about me, talking about Win, talking about other people on TimeShot who stream to Beam. And some people in his chat were genuinely like, I don't know what that is. I don't know. Well, maybe I don't need to get quartz. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. Please tell me more. And so he was telling them about Beam and how it relates to Twitch, and how, you know, it's a good thing. And I agree. I totally 100% agree. Is that when you've got good competition, this is how America works. It's not really like, there are certain things done governmentally that, you know, if a government deploys a program, it removes competition, and therefore prices can stay high. Competition drives prices lower. It influences better product design. It influences a bunch of things that really are set to help you guys out more often than not. Which way is it now? Is it this way? Is it this way? Which way is the desert now? I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. This way. Way over here. Yeah. Yeah. Sand thingy. So competition influences a lot. In the case of Twitch versus Beam, Beam comes out and they've got award-winning technology. Like, they've actually won tech awards for it, for being, you know, able to provide basically zero latency streaming to the internet. Which is funny because this is nothing new. In fact, I remember there was this show, I don't know if it's going to make me sound old, but it was maybe more than 10 years ago. There was this tech show called Call for Help, I think it was called. And it was called something before that too, but it turned into Call for Help. And it was on, you know, the tech channel, G4 and whatnot. And they had this guest on, okay? So this show was about technology in general. It was about, you know, new advances in apps and in hardware and so on and so forth. Okay? They had this guest on, and this guest was discussing some software that they had written that basically made it so that people could collaborate together instantaneously. And the guys on the show were sort of like, well, what purpose does this have? How could you use this technology? And their main focus was, at that time, music. It was music. So you've got, you know, person A in New York City and person B in Australia, let's say. Let's go the other side of the world. And they want to jam together online in a web call, you know, like through Skype or something. Have you ever had I'm sure a lot of you guys would know. You admit it, you do this. When you're in a call together with a friend online and you start singing together or something. It's usually when you're trying to do something in unison. Singing is a big one. And you all of a sudden, like immediately, find it difficult to keep pace. Because even though you're both listening to the same thing at the same time and singing that same thing at the same time, there's a delay, there's a desync, there's a latency issue. And that's way, 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 way more apparent if you were to then try to, like, actually collaborate with that person. Where you would say you're playing an instrument and you can't keep time with the other person. That would be insane. That would be super difficult. You wouldn't be able to do it. It would be unbearable. There wouldn't be any point to it. You'd have to play one thing and then wait for them to play their part and so on. But you couldn't jam together. So the technology at that time on this show showcased a new kind of multimedia audio file, basically an audio streaming platform that enabled people to stream audio and video together at the exact same time with no quality degradation, meaning it would have same high quality as a the usual standard format. And that was a genius idea. It was something that I still remember to this day, and I bring it up when I'm talking to tech friends about technology like that. I bring it up, and nobody seemed to have heard about it I tried doing research on what happened to those people, what they went on and did, because it was, I think, a research project at a university or something. I don't think it was like a product ready for market type of thing. But here, fast forward 10 years, and Beam comes out with essentially the exact product, that same product. I don't think it, I'm 100% sure they're not the same group of people, the guys working for Beam and the people who appeared on that show. But the technology is what I'm saying is nothing new. They won awards for it, though, either way, the people at Beam. And in addition to the technology that they're backed by, getting away from, like, that whole talk had nothing really to do with this whole, that whole discussion had nothing to do with this whole talk, is what I mean, about the technology. I'm just making a point that, you know, they have things going for them. Beam does. Apart from the technology advances, they've also got amazing community managers, amazing staff who trust me, I'm a partner. I am in the special partner Discord. I can't talk about what goes on there. It's all NDA, non-disclosure. However, what I can say is that the staff routinely and regularly chat with the people who are partners about a huge variety of things. Most of it, I'll say, relates to the platform. But other times it's like, kind of, how's it going? How are you? Hey, this is a cool thing that I saw on the internet type of thing. So they do both. They do both. And that kind of level of, you know, it shows a level of caring. It shows a level of personality, a little personability. It shows that they are a human, that they're not just a robot that wants your money. It shows that they are there, they care. And it's not just for partners. It's not just for partners who got accepted into a special program. Beam does also have a forum and a public Discord, and the staff also interact with people in there as well. So you've got a huge technology, strong technology backbone, and you've got this massive, strong community interaction. And they are starting to push certain technologies beyond the streaming capability, but things that make streaming more enjoyable to watch and more enjoyable to stream to. A lot of them that I can't even talk to you guys about. Again, it's all non-disclosure, a lot of the stuff that are being worked on, but we kind of get an insight into what that is. And it's really exciting to see, you know, this is something that I would love to do. You make that kind of a statement. You can vote on it, kind of the way that Discord does. And those things get voted on, and the higher the votes get, the more the staff realizes, gee, maybe we should work on this certain element, you know. It's a really exciting thing to see. And as such, they've come out with several features that have been strongly desired by people and continue to do so. So, as Edson was saying in his stream, and why I brought him up before, is because, yeah, this is the obvious thing, is that it's a good thing because competition. And when a platform like Beam comes out and says, okay, well, we're going to be super, super community oriented, and we're going to add all these, like, huge list of features that people ask us to add, and just being so supportive of the creators, it's going to, of course, influence the top competitor to do the same. Because they have to. They would have to realize, you know, if I'm trying to make another, how you could compare it, but let's say Apple versus Samsung, okay, for phones. If Samsung says, you know what, we're really going to take to heart what people say about our product. They demand a better camera. We have to add a better camera because it's what everybody wants. It's why they bought the phone. In the next model, let's make a better camera. Apple's not going to just sit back and say, you know what, our camera's good enough. Who cares? Who cares what Samsung did? Where the heck did I end up? Where? Huh? What? Where did I take a wrong turn? I'm lost. I am lost. But anyway, that's maybe a bad example, but it's still showing that, you know, competition essentially forces companies to give the end user a better experience. So if Twitch is now giving people a better experience because of Beam, that can only be seen as a good thing. Not just for people on Twitch, but for people on Beam as well. Because then the same thing is going to be reciprocated. Where if Twitch releases a feature that Beam already has, it'll just force Beam to push harder and do more. And when Twitch releases features that Beam doesn't have, they can then also say, okay, well, now we're going to do something similar. So, you know, I'm seeing a lot of changes happening to Twitch recently, and it's such a good thing to see. Like, they actually even released a video where they've now allowed a ton of their creators, like, I think they said even tens of thousands. I'm not sure if that was what they said. I think they said tens of thousands of creators. It could be true. Could be true. Twitch is a huge platform. Tens of thousands of creators who don't make an income on Twitch to now make an income. But that's not the thing that I really took away from this video and this announcement that they made. It's that they made this video featuring small Twitch casters, broadcasters, and took their stories. You know, hearing these stories about, you know, I stream for 40 hours a week. I do 3 hours of prep before each stream. I do like at least 2 to 3 hours of community engagement after I stream. I do all this work. I put effort into what I do. I love what I do. I have a passion for what I do. Oh, I don't get paid for it. I'm a, you know, I work as a mechanic. I work as a teacher. I work as a, you know, I have an office job that I go to every day. And so they released this video basically saying, like, this is for you. We understand what you guys are going through. We see the creativity you put into things, the work you put into things, the effort, and we want to help you earn something from that. And so this level of caring is unprecedented, I think, from a Twitch standpoint. I mean, I haven't been following Twitch largely in the last, you know, 10 years or so, but enough that I know that they haven't really taken huge steps like this in the past. They've now supported their partners tenfold. It's like they ramped it up. Obviously, they're ramping it up. And I think that is a direct response to Beam basically doing the same thing for their partners and affiliates. Now, the reason I brought this whole thing up, this whole talk, is again to point out that YouTube kind of lacks. They do add features like that. YouTube actually has on their streaming platform, YouTube Gaming, the streaming platform that 9 out of 10 people don't like. They do have features like that. Did you know that? That YouTube has cheers, the same as Twitch has cheers. They call it Super Chat. And essentially, people can donate a certain amount of money to the Super Chat, it's called. And their name, their username and everything, and the font and everything that they chat with at that point gets highlighted with the donation amount that they just donated. And they actually even appear at the top of the chat, I believe. The top donor appears at the top of the chat. It's something that Twitch does well, and I think YouTube doesn't do well at all. I had someone the other day come into my chat, and they were like, I'm at work right now, so I can't donate to you. But is there a way that I can donate? Oh, I'll just use Super Chat on YouTube. And then they were struggling to figure out how it all worked, and they were saying, well, you must have it disabled. And I checked. No, I don't have it disabled. I don't know why it's not working. It was an aggravating experience. Beyond that, it's not like YouTube made a video saying, hey guys, we realize that you put so much effort into your videos and you work really hard and you don't really get much back for it. So we've released this feature and this is how it works and this is what you can do with it. And yada, yada, yada. YouTube never even mentioned it to people. You know, so far as I know, maybe a subnote in a dev blog somewhere. I can't remember the way that I figured out that I had access to this Super Chat, but it was definitely obscure. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't YouTube releasing a video on their social platform saying, hey guys, this is what we're doing. Hope you're excited about it. If they did, it fell upon deaf ears. And so that's kind of why I brought this whole topic up, is that, yeah, YouTube seems to really lag far behind in the other platforms in terms of caring for their partners. Or do they? See, here's the thing. They're all in it to make money. You know, even Beam is in it to make money. Twitch is in it to make money. YouTube's definitely in it to make money. YouTube, I think, has a standard. They take a 40% cut. 45, 40, 45? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's a high amount. I think it's more like 45. Okay? They take that off the top right away. Off of everything that you get from YouTube. So if someone donates, you know, $10, they're going to take, you know, 45% of that $10 on the Super Chat. And that's just what you have to expect when you're going to stream to YouTube or do anything on YouTube. They're just going to take some of your revenue. It makes sense. You know, you're using their platform. To support that platform, they need to make money. I get that. Though their margins are very high. You know, I'm sure that they could still make billions of dollars if they lowered their margin to like 20-something%. Which brings me to the Twitch side of things. And this is where I think it gets a little bit skewed here. In that, yes, people are excited about this Twitch feature. Yes, oh, now everybody can make some money off of Twitch and are you know, now the cheering, they call it cheers on Twitch, where you can essentially donate a certain amount and that translates into these quote-unquote cheers. And for each cheer, the streamer gets a certain amount of revenue back. Now, the alleged amount that Twitch takes out of that is around 29%. It's the number. I don't know where I got that number. Someone posted it online. I don't know where they got it. That's why I say it's an alleged amount. It might not be true. But it's not bad if it is 29%. Like I said, YouTube's more like 40-something%. Twitch is still making 29%, let's say. Let's just say that that's what it is, hypothetically, on every cheer that you make. So, again, if you donate $10, they're taking 30% of that $10, rounding up. And that's well and good. Again, the whole, you gotta support the platform, blah, 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 blah. But what I don't understand is how, like, and I'm not criticizing here. I'm genuinely curious if cheers, the cheers that happen on YouTube or on YouTube, on Twitch, really amount to that much. If they will influence people to create that much more. Because as it stands, anybody who who gets into streaming, content creation, and so on, is doing some kind of a support avenue. Whether it's GameWisp, Patreon, just normal donations taken in from people, other crowdfunding sources. But I think GameWisp, Patreon, and standard donations, just the normal donations, are the main ways that they're doing this, that they're supporting themselves. So with Twitch taking 29% of a donation that you get, congratulations on now having that ability, wouldn't it still be more beneficial to the streamer to just carry on doing what they're already probably 90% chance doing with their own support avenues, like Patreon and standard donation? Because if someone donates through Twitch, let's say they cheer, okay, and Twitch takes their 29% out of that, and then they transfer it to your PayPal account, and then there's PayPal fees associated with that, taken out again, about 2%. So you're up to 32% taken out. That's significant. That's a significant cut. Whereas if someone just donates straight to your PayPal, and companies like StreamJar and so on, they don't take a cut. They don't take anything out of what you earn. They don't take the PayPal fee or anything. Wouldn't that, you'd only be down, if someone donates $10, you'd only be down the 2.5% or whatever the PayPal fee is, like 2 point something percent. So wouldn't it still just make sense to just continue on doing what you're doing already? Like, I don't know what the big celebration is, though it's a good thing, I'm sure, to give more avenues for support on platforms like Twitch. And that's why I started the video by saying, like, it's a really good thing to support creators and creativity and understand and acknowledge the strife that they face. But I don't know that taking a 30% cut out of that is really going to benefit them, really. And that's sort of, I'll be honest, how I felt when I got super chat donations as well. Because someone was like, you know what, I can't donate. I would like to at least do the super chat to help you out, give you a new keyboard because my keyboard is breaking and it is broken. So they donated through the super chat, and in the back of my mind I was thinking, everything that they gave me is now going to be cut out by fees, and that sucks. Not just because, you know, I'm not getting money, but because someone's heartfelt donation is essentially taken by a corporation. And that's how I feel with the Twitch thing too. And I wish that they'd have a revenue model that has a lot less margin, like 20%, 29%, if that's what Twitch is doing. That's good. It's certainly better than YouTube's model of 45%. But they could drop it further than that. I mean, if they were even just collecting the 2 point something percent that PayPal has. People complain about PayPal's cut of 2 point something percent. Meanwhile, YouTube and Twitch and companies like that are taking, you know, 45, 50, 29%. And nobody seems to really complain about that. Nobody seems to think, gee, this is a problem, we should petition to get that changed. Instead, oh, this is a great thing. Oh, they're supporting us. That's great. Which it is. It is great. And like, that's the thing, is that you don't want to sit back and say, how dare you, Twitch? How dare you support creators? Because it's a great thing that they're doing that. But I can still sit back and wish that it was better. I mean, honestly, it would... Twitch, YouTube, whoever it is, would still be making billions of dollars every year. Or maybe they'd just be making hundreds of millions and not billions. And I would then be able to make a better living off of doing what I do. And not just me, but everybody who streams, who broadcasts, who creates content for YouTube, or for even those who create for other platforms. The high margins are really what kill us, honestly. So I didn't mean for it to turn into a rant. Like I said, it is a good thing that Twitch is now at least acknowledging creators and showing their support. And my comment, I was actually just kind of replying to Penny, who tweeted this out, was tweeted at Team YouTube saying, you know, I wish that they would at least show the same acknowledgement for the creators and the strife that we have and the plight that we have, the struggle it is to create content, the fact that we all have day jobs, and the fact that we all live off of the support of our community, not off of the revenue that's given to you by the company. At least Twitch acknowledges that. I wish that YouTube would do the same. And I don't expect the revenue model to change, but just an acknowledgement would be nice, you know, like Twitch did. And I totally show great respect. I have great respect for Twitch. Whoever came up with the campaign to say, like, you know what, let's release this feature and then make a video saying, you know, this is for you guys. We are doing these changes for you. We acknowledge you. Whereas YouTube's side of things, you know, they do their year showcase thing where they show PewDiePie 1,000 times. It doesn't help the little guy. At least Twitch did that. I'd love to see YouTube do the same. So that was kind of an interesting chat. I mean, these are all things to consider. This is all kind of the background information. You as a viewer don't really relate to this at all, but I wanted to at least kind of put it out there that, you know, these are the things that go through our minds, the creators' minds, that we have to deal with. That we create things and don't get anything back from it. Not even so much as a thank you sometimes from the company that we're providing for. And that's why I say huge respect to Twitch for at least acknowledging that, you know, people are out there struggling. And sure, the whole thing in itself is a cash grab anyway. The cheers taking 30%. Now they're just making more money. They're making 30% off of tens of thousands more people. That's really the truth about it. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Still doesn't matter. At least they care in some small capacity even. At least they care. And that's where we're going to end it. I'm just kind of hovering around this build, which is done now. The exterior is done. The outside's done. I'm happy with it. I think it looks pretty cool. I haven't shown it off very much. I probably will be showing it off a little bit more on my stream today. But I kind of nicknamed it the dragon build because it looks like a dragon. It's so unintentional, but kind of a great thing to accidentally happen. Where if I pillar up, and I really can't right now because I threw away all my blocks. But if you pillar up high enough, the stairs underneath and the stairs on the top sort of act like the fake teeth. The darkened area in the middle acts as the mouth, and the slats made by the prismarine act as the eyes. And it sort of has this sort of a dragon-esque appearance to it, and I just absolutely crazy about how good it looks. See how it kind of has like eyes, nose, anthropomorphizing. What's the right word? I am making it look like an animal. I think it looks so cool with the eyes, the nose, the teeth. It's sort of a really wicked build. I'm so proud of it. This is maybe one of the most proud I've been about a build that I've done in recent memory. I mean, the first one, that one right there, I think when I finished that one, I looked back at it and said, I am more proud of that than anything else I've built in Minecraft to this point. Honestly. And now I've built this, and I can genuinely say the same thing. I am more proud of this, building this, and what I built here, than anything else that I've built in Minecraft to this date. Like, and anything. I am more proud of this than anything else. Just because it sort of, as I was building it, it kept changing and morphing and growing, and the idea kept expanding, and it just got better and better and better in my mind. Maybe you guys don't like it, and it is still not done 100%. I said the exterior was done. This isn't done quite yet. This back. But, and the interior needs tons of work. But it's still like, it became something more than I even thought it would be, and I really like the way that it looks. I'm so proud of it. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the talk. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment below. Tell me your thoughts about maybe, you know, I don't know, how can you show your support for someone you love? Maybe a content creator, someone on Twitch.